Okay, y'all can't see me. Hold on. Let me park this car right, y'all. Listen, how you guys doing today? On this Friday. It's Sabbath day. I think about 5 o'clock. Anyway, how you guys doing? Welcome to the Daily Dose. Welcome to the Daily Dose. That's what we're going to say, Daily Dose. Okay? Now, before I get into what the message is with the Texas killings, the Texas killings. So I know everybody going to hear that the cops had an opportunity to go into the school. Allegedly, they left. Because I was trying to figure out how the SWAT get there. Right? Okay. Mm, 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 mm. So they should be prosecuted and fired, as far as I'm concerned. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. If I was them parents, I'd be suing them motherfuckers. The whole damn police department. You would get sued. And I would personally sue your ass. Personally, and I'm gonna the state. Whatever y'all got going on. For real, I would. That's like some mafia type shit. Why would you do that? Seriously, why would you do that? I'm just trying to understand why the hell would you do that? Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna get that some thought. Why the fuck would you do that? You're the police department. This is an elementary school. Now you got a lot of all over the United States. I think especially in Detroit. I think Wisconsin getting down. The kids is walking out, shouting out. That's what you're supposed to do. Cause this ain't no color thing. See? No, it's not a color thing. Now Buffalo, we had our shooting with our black folks, but it's almost like that's a whisper now. Cause this ain't no color thing. This is everybody thing. Here in San Diego, up there in Rancho San Diego, they had to shut down some schools up there. They got some death threats in Bodego. Mm-hmm. Yep. Monkey see, monkey do. You already know it's gonna be a domino effect. So if you got one store shooting, you're gonna have another one. Uh-huh. Start getting y'all shit delivered. For real. Or take your ass to the white side. So I go to the white store. I go to the Bonds and shit. And the Ralphs. Yeah. That's what I do. I call that food for less. No more of that shit. Mm-mm. Sprouts and shit. Like that. Seriously. That part. Okay. Now listen. Let me stop eating this. Listen. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm. Listen. So, the parents, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be some parents that's going to sue them personally, going to sue the police department, all that good shit. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. You going to account for that shit, and they need to be prosecuted. They need to be prosecuted. Yep, they need to go to jail for that shit all day long. So, anyway, so me and father I was doing my little talking with father. And he was we were talking, and the subject was Oshun and the Orishas and all that. I know it's nothing about that kind of stuff, right? I know nothing about it. But Father sent me, because there's a lot of teachers on YouTube with it, but he sent me two particular teachers that I had to use my discernment. I had to use my discernment on what teacher, because the first teacher was a female, and that second teacher is a male, and I'm like, and they just started coming up in my feed for some reason. I've never been on their pages. Okay, never been on their pages. Just started coming up in my feed, right? Okay. So I checked her out and I checked him out. So I had to use my discernment. So anyway, Father said that the problem with most people on their journey is that you're going to be a teacher to somebody. In return, you're going to be a student to somebody. Okay? Do you see how that? Because Father appoints and anoints us on different electives. I'm going to say electives. That's what I'm going to say, electives. Okay? Just like in physical college, you have electives that you have to go through. I don't know why people don't think they don't have spiritual electives as well. So you're going to be, when you pass that elective that you have to take, because there's certain classes that you have to take, right? And I'm talking about from a spiritual standpoint. It's no different than you going to physical school or you going to spiritual college. Energetically. He said the problem with people, everybody want to know, want to be about everything. You're not a principal. He said nobody is a principal in every elective. That's what he said. Yeah. He said nobody's a principal in every elective. You still have certain electives to take. And it's up to you to know what that is, what you're drawn to. Not judged to, but drawn to. It's a difference. Okay? It's a total difference. All right? So, he said everybody still have electives. And if you want to keep staying in this teacher energy all the time, if you want to stay in this, you want to continue to stay in this teacher energy all the time, then you can't take your electives, right? Okay. So I chose my teacher, so when the student is ready, the teacher will show up. All right. I only speak about things that I know about and I have seen in my third. I only speak about those things. The stuff I be talking about don't come from books. Don't get it twisted. I don't come from books. The books that I have, that's just my confirmation. And what I'm speaking on. And how I'm speaking it. I'm appointed and anointed in one area. Your thoughts will get you caught. Your thoughts will get you bought. And your thoughts will get you sought. That's my specialty. Okay? Now, some people want to know, well, if you know so much, why is it taking you so long to get up? Once again, everybody has electives. So you can go through them, you can choose to go through them electives as slowly as you want to or poorly as you want to. It's up to you. It's all about unconditioning your mind that's on the vine. In order to become divine, you have to get your mind off the vine. All right? And that's just as simple as that. So how you can tell and use your discernment with people or certain teachers are being shown to you is me. How I know is by your it's about your with me it's about your the light, the vibration I see in your face and in your eyes. You know when somebody's dealing with dark thoughts. We're going to say that. Because they look dark. They do. They look dark. You can tell when somebody's dealing with dark thoughts. They look dark. They look older than what they should look. There's no vibration. There's no it's a certain it's a certain it's a certain brightness, I may say, brightness energy you see to a person. You can tell when somebody is dark. It's not vibrating at a high level. It's not what they say they come out their mouth. See, that's not it. Okay, when you see other people, it's almost, that's why I always say notes. I say notes for a reason. I don't mean like a note you write on a paper. I actually mean like a note that's in your ear. Certain vibrating people that's working in them right thoughts, they vibrate. There's a note to them. That's how I get it. It's a note. Yeah, it is. Right? It's just a brightness to it. Remember, I told you, I have you when you criticize other people and judge other people and talk about folks and call them names. What happens is it's a note. That's what I'm saying to you. Even the universe has a note, has a sound. Understand? Yeah, she didn't file another report, and I'm not going. Oh, fuck, I'm not. I'm going to hell. Yeah, I'm not going. I just gotta get out. I'm not going to that shit. I don't have time for that. Anyway. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I was mumbling about something. Anyway, it's like a note. The universe has a note as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a note. Okay? So, and you have to make your discernment without the judgment, though. You can't get caught up in that. Everything's a note. Understand? I'll be right back, you guys. Give me a second. Huh? Yeah, I'm on now. Okay, hold on. Let me put my stuff back on. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Can't be telling all my business. I take care of something real quick. So anyway, yeah, I just had a visitor. Anyway, so what I'm saying is it's a note, okay? That's what I'm saying. So we all have electives that we need to take. So like I said, you're going to be a teacher to somebody, and then you're going to be a student to somebody. That's how it works, okay? This is why we have checking accounts, right? It's just check the balance. Right? Check your balance, okay? Sometimes you got to check some people to balance some people. You see what I'm saying? But I always put yourself in a mindset that, you know, it's levels to this. You just don't unravel all at once. Is what I'm saying to you. You just don't. Okay. You don't unravel all at once. It's just levels to it. So you got to make sure that when you're in your teacher position, you put your teacher hat on, but then you know that you're gonna have to balance yourself in the student area as well, and have no problems and issues with that. Okay. That's why I tell people to get out that competition, because it brings you opposition. That's what I mean about the oppositions. It brings you oppositions all day long. It does. Because you're not moving up in your electives. Okay? And everybody has different electives, and everybody don't have the same electives that they have to deal with. All right? So it's just like, I watched this one young lady, Stephanie Smith. I watched Stephanie Smith today. Now, She used to be a tarot reader, Stephanie Smith. But the reason I'm bringing her up, Father actually wanted me to speak on her today. She had a situation where she was being shaken down so hard on YouTube. They was shaking. I mean, and I'm not gonna mention the other reader because they don't need to do all that. But I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure everybody knows the story. How she shook her down. I mean, every time you turn around, she has Stephanie Smith, and just Stephanie Smith. Everything about this Stephanie Smith. Now, the reason I'm mentioning her as well is because she never flinched. That girl never flinched. What I'm saying, she didn't get off. She didn't go off. She didn't do anything. She didn't flinch in that situation, and this has been going on for the last 2 years. So my point is, when you see people get shaken down like that, kids, thank you. Kids talked about, oh yeah, they brought out kids. They did it all. They did it all. Woo. See, she was taking her electives. That's why I'm bringing her up. She was taking electives. All right. She was taking her electives. She was taking electives. So what I'm saying is, when you see people being shaken down like that, accused like that, and just being wrecked, you better believe what was happening with her. Let me tell you what was happening with her. You had the demonic side pulling her, and she was in war with the spiritual side. She was with war with the dark energy as well, and the dark forces, because the dark forces knew that this side was pulling at her. Right? Okay. And for a minute there, she didn't stop. She was still in the middle. So this is why she was having problems with the spiritual, and she was having problems with the dark force. The dark forces knew she was about to drop them. She was gonna be obedient. Let's just say that. She was gonna be obedient. All right. Okay. So they took her through a whole bunch of stuff. Now this other person that was doing all this, I have very good hearing. I hear very well. Was the one that was paid to go after her. Spirit just wanted me to say that today. That's funny. Yeah, he did. Not only that, I've heard her in the background when she started talking about Miss Stephanie Smith. She whispered. It was a whisper. What's her name? It's a video. Okay. So you got to, because this particular other reader doesn't seem like the type of person who would be so obsessive like that. So, it was some payments involved. It had to be, because I heard it. It is what it is. And we still going with this type of frequency, this type of energy. So what I'm saying to you, when you do that, she didn't flinch. She stayed in her spark. She didn't come to the dark side. She stayed in her spark. See, the demonic forces was trying to get her to come out that spark. Because don't get it twisted. She may talk real meek, but she's not weak. So they was trying to get her to come out her bag. She did a great job, because I wouldn't have made it at that point. I'm telling you now. Girl. Good job. But anyway, nevertheless, what I'm saying is, so we all have electives that we need to take. Okay? And what I mean by Stephanie's situation, you got to check the balance. Sometimes we got to get that balance. Sometimes you got to check somebody to balance somebody. And that's for real. So you have to have that balance. Either way you choose to do it. It doesn't matter how you do it, but you always have to check your balance, just like your checking account. You got to check your balance, right? Okay? You got to take account what's in your account, right? Take accountability of account what's in your account. That's why you call it a checking account, and just check your balance. So that's how I look at shit. Sometimes you got to check your balance, and sometimes you got to check a motherfucker to balance a motherfucker, for real. Sometimes you got to, right? In your way. It ain't got to be all belligerent. It don't have to be all that. In your own way. But sometimes it's necessary. But from those issues this person was having, this woman, she's not a child, she's a grown woman, she's a mother, excuse me. This woman was having, I looked at all of it. I didn't look at what was being said about her. I was looking at how homegirl was going so hard about her. I was like, damn. Because I kept up with that situation. I did. It's like I'm sitting here eating my sweet potato now. I was eating it then, checking it, shaking my head. But that was her war that she had to come through, right? So basically, we had a David and Goliath situation, right? That's exactly what we had. Okay. So now, baby over there, we dropped the cards. We don't do tarot no more. Now we teaching. But see what, and that's another thing when people drop tarot, and this is what gets on my nerves. They want to act like some miraculous or something miracle didn't happen instead of telling your ass why they dropped them cards because they asked because them demons and them unclean spirits is getting on their ass and clinging to their unclean thoughts. That's what they don't tell you. They want to go into this, oh, God said, and God, no. Now, tell them the truth. Why you dropped them motherfuckers? Because all that battle war, all that jealousy and that hatefulness and that judgment that you was messing with, and then you go slap cards, what frequency you think you in? They don't tell you shit start happening. It had nothing to do with no returns of cinders and karma and shit. No. It was about their thoughts. They had that note. You was on that note. That's what happened. They don't tell you that. That's why you don't see me doing no shuffling like that. I told you why I dropped them, because people all up in my energy. I was connecting with that frequency. I was on their note. Shit. They still pick up some BS. But I was on their note. I was on that frequency. And I don't, no. Shut down. No, we're going to start saying shift down. Yeah. Shift down. To shift that shit, nah. So when I drop that and stop doing that on a regular, oh man, you done. What's happening with you? No. That's worse than being raped as far as I'm concerned. When somebody is slapping cards on your energy. That shit is disgusting to me. I'm going to keep that 100. You're weird if you do shit like that. If you are slapping cards on somebody specifically that you do not know, in fact, I'm not talking about a cousin or somebody trying to hurt you and all that, but no. If you specifically is gauging in on somebody else's energy and slapping and see what they're doing, that's some creepy, nasty shit to me. That's like rape to me. Out of here. I don't like that. So there's certain, like I said, so it's all about that note, right? All about that frequency, right? Because when I stopped watching folks' channels and I still was shuffling, I was like, okay, cool. Nah, wait a minute. Why they still want, what? Yeah, in my third eye, I seen somebody slapping cards on me. I seen that shit. I know whose hands those are. It's all good. You feel me? I'm not even playing with y'all. You got to stay out of it. That's why I say so people will provoke you. They got to provoke you so they can rope you. That's all I'm saying. So, like I said, everybody is appointed at certain things to do and certain things to talk about. I'm not going to talk about Egypt. I'm not going to talk about astrology. You will never hear me talk about astrology. Or what's the other stuff? Because I'm not vibing with, I'm not attracted to that. I'm not going to talk about no moon phases. I'm not attracted to that. And I'm not going to talk about shit I don't know. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm very consistent on my channel. About your thoughts, about your chakra box, period. I'm just simple as that. That's the mission statement. About your thoughts and your chakra box. That's it. And I know if you can get that right, you're going to fly tight. And it takes time to unwind your unconditional mind. So it's that simple, man. So I stay in my lane. I do. I stays in my lane. Don't judge me. I stay in my lane. When it comes to how people, because it's many paths to redemption. My path is not the only path to redemption. Shit. It's many paths to redemption. Hell. I'm fucking hell. Just because you want to go down the hill, And I said, I'm going to go down the hill because it's a shortcut. And I tell you, I'm going to go the long way. It don't matter. There's many paths to redemption. That's all I have to say to that. So like I said, I come on when I have something to say. And just like I played a short yesterday, it was, and Spirit gave me that was funny. Yeah, it was so funny because it was Usher and Lil Wayne. These hoes ain't loyal. And that's what he meant by that. These hoes ain't loyal. What's happening with you? Some people got offended and got bended. It's all right. Stop pretending it. They're not loyal. And I'm talking about in the spiritual sense. Not in the physical. They're not loyal. No, he said they're not loyal. No, they're not. I don't know what he's talking about, but he just said they're not loyal. And the best way he can get it out to me, he said, these souls ain't loyal. I heard that song in a long time. I was stamping. I was like, wait. Not move like that. Yeah, so you know, like you say, he wasn't born last night. Hey, it ain't over. You know. So you gotta watch. You gotta watch the notes. Just you gotta watch the notes. You gotta use more of your hear. See, folks want to look at folks, but still you can hear somebody's shit. You can hear their energy. What it sound like? Right? For real, what it sound like? It's, you know, a lot of folks got mad when I talked about the masculine energy. You know, how folks are still on the masculine. That's your business all at the same time. But it's when people start to realize the twin flame energy, soul energy is an inside job. It's an inside job, my friends. It's not an outside job. It takes your time to wrap your head around the shit. I got salt in my hair. Anyway, but like I said, we all have electives to take. I'm a teacher to somebody, and I'm a student. I'm a student to somebody. I didn't see the sheriff come down the street. I didn't see the police speeding down the street. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm a student. Yeah. I love learning and knowledge and getting knowledge from other things and other folks. So I can't tell you about I can't even tell you about the damn well, I know about the Palisades and the Draconians and the reptilians. See, I know about the motherfucking reptilians. You may hear me talk about them a little deeper in the graves. Because I seen them. It's sacred geometry. You may hear me talk about sacred geometry because I seen it in my third eye. You're going to hear me talk about Father, Jesus, whatever, Yahshua, Zeus, whatever you want to call him, because I seen him in my third eye on the stake with the two people, with the turban angel on top. The wind was blowing. He was in purple. Two ladies were sitting there. Couldn't see their face, but they had the raps on. Yeah, for real. I done seen us ascended from the planet Venus. Just like I'm looking through binoculars. Lights going in, out, in, out, in, out. So Father, like I said, shows us certain things and appoints us to certain things. Okay? That's what he do. So, like I said, there's electives that you still need to take. And that's everybody. Period. All right? So we're going to go after that note. Did I have anything else to say? Yeah, check your balance. Because everybody has a specialty. Yeah, everybody it's just like physical college. Folks don't be jumping all around unless they changing they degree or they whatever they doing. You gotta pick there's a specialty. You have to pick a specialty. Period. That's how it goes. Yeah, you gotta pick a specialty. That's how it goes. So when you find people want to be over here and over here and over there and nah, you gotta find your specialty. That's why you have a lot of people that are in certain specialties, and then they hear other folks trying to talk about this specialty. It pisses them off because it's like, what? I live this. This is the way I live, and this is the way I work. And you taking it, and you know. So folks, you know, sometimes got to check the balances. You know what I'm saying? Right? But anyway, I'm gonna go out for that. And That's all I have to say is, yeah, we still got electives to take, people. All right, so make sure you always know that within yourself, and that's how you keep your balance checked. Okay, that's how you keep your balance checked. All right, and and like I said, it's many paths to redemption. It's many paths. Okay, many paths. But make sure, like I said, my channel's about your thoughts in your shot box. That's it. That's what I'm about. Thoughts will get you caught. It will shift your energy. That's what all I talk about. It's a note. That's why they call it frequency. So you need to learn how to. You got chakras in your up top of your ear. Learn how to use your ear sometimes to hear what note that it is. That's what I'm saying to you. All right. Not what's coming out their mouth, but the note. All right. That's how you do that. Okay. It's almost like playing that piano or that violin. Everything is a note. Even if you listen, have you ever listened to water? Literally. Not water at the beach, but in the pool, or just listening coming out even water coming out your faucet. That's a note. Everything has a note. Okay? Soprano, bass, whatever, but everything has a note. So it's between the notes. It's what I'm saying. It's between the notes. So learn how to investigate your ear chakra. Learn how to listen to the notes instead of watching, because people judge people about what comes out their mouth, and this is where it all goes south. Because everybody can talk a good game, bang bang, for real. Everybody can talk a good game, but it's about that note. It's about your note. That's some real shit. So, just like when I was in school, English is my thing. Spelling bee. I always wanted the spelling bee. I always wanted to be in the spelling bee when I was growing up. Always wanted to be in the spelling bee. But due to my childhood, something happened and all that and whatever. But I used to be in love with the spelling bee, right? I used to be in love with the spelling bee. But math, see, do fractions and shit. I used to have a problem with division when I was in the fifth and sixth grade. That's because I didn't know my damn multiplication. That's why, right? That part. So I remember the teacher gave me a multiplication list I had to learn. But anyway, math was my strongest uh, subject. So what I'm saying is everybody has a little weakness. They need to do a little tweakness in each area of your life. Don't think you don't have that to do. Right? Even the gangsters, before I leave, even the gangsters, even the what's the mafia movies? The one with Denzel Washington, The Godfather. All of them always had a mentor or somebody they looked up to, or they was a student to. And then he goes out and be a teacher. I'm explaining like that, right? Because then he has students. So, but it's always, when it comes to the big kahunas in the movies, they always had somebody. I don't care how popular they were, or if they was the number one man in the district. If you notice, they always had somebody else they took their hats off and respect off to and went to go see and had a little Chardonnay or whatever they did. You know what I'm saying? Martini, and sit down and talk about the old times. And they respect that person. We just can't run around here and just think we teacher in all things. And we're going to be the one, the boss one, the tallest one, the only one. No. When people think they're going to be the only one, you're fooling and drooling yourself. And then you're ruling yourself. But you're not schooling yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just going to take that right there. And I'm going to get up out of here. That just came through. You understand? But, yeah. The gangsters, they always, Denzel and all the movies, even Scarface, all of them had somebody they looked up to. they sat down and paid their respects to. Always. So anyway, like I said, sometimes we teachers and sometimes you students. Yeah. So this time to just check your balance. So, but anyway, saying that, um, keep fasting, keep praying. Okay. Yeah. That's some real shit. Because the more you fast, you last. When you fast, you last, and it's just that simple. When you fast, you last. Okay, you're making that flesh submit, so you can actually hear the spirit. All right. You know, people take it as a fad or trend. Oh, just vegetables and liquid. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. You're actually supposed to fast actually twice a week, even if it's just for 8 hours of the day. It rejuvenates your body. Your body starts to heals itself, heals them chakras. That's why it's important. I don't go to bed without my battle warrior prayer on. Every night I have my, and then sometimes I wake up and replay it. hmm So these witches won't be getting up in my energy because you know they can't stand that shit. They puke that because I'm rebuking their ass. Get up out of my stuff. That's why I wake up in the morning. I feel right, good, right, righteous, right, just balanced. You got to try it. Put on a battle warrior prayer and watch how you wake up in the morning. Choose one. Guaranteed. How you gonna wake your ass up in the morning? What? And you're gonna sleep good. It's almost putting yourself in an invisible glass. hmm I don't play. I don't play with it, sweetie. I don't play with them. I don't play with them. But anyway, I done told y'all that already. Meditating is just cleaning your mind out, being observant of your thoughts, right? Not identifying with the past, not identifying with anything that you know is going to take you to that note. Because you get on that frequency, you're going to have a note. It's about the note, right? I'm not talking about a written note. I'm talking about the note. This is why folks have to start listening. Learn how to listen in your physical world and also in your spiritual world. Learn how to listen. Okay? Because now you got so many smiling faces, you can't even tell who's who. So now you're going to have to look at it and you're going to have to start listening to notes. Because people talk a good game, bang, bang. All the damn time. They talk a good game. And people look at what comes out of folks' mouth, or you were accurate, or you understand what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying to that is. But at the end of the day, y'all stay blessed up, not stressed up, and not guessed up. You understand what I'm saying? Get your prep on. All right, that's what you do. Handle your business. All right, I gotta go because I am hungry. I'm going here and make me something to eat. That's what I'm about to do. So, yeah, I'm gonna fry me some potatoes or something. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make me something to eat real quick. So, good luck to you guys. And that's what I said. You know, it is what it is, and that's the way it is. So, you know, stay out them frequencies, stay off them notes. All right. Talk to y'all later. You have a good one.